I'm 𝗠𝗏 and welcome to another episode of the Margin Max Minute. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join us today. I want to take a moment and thank my editor, 𝗍𝒂𝒹. She does a great job bringing us quality edits each and every week, and including my bi-weekly podcast. Be sure to tune into those. I certainly appreciate it if you'll like, subscribe, and share those so we can get the word out with these quick tips and educational segments that can help you live your very best life. Today, I want to discuss assets. Assets are anything that we use to run our business. They might be machines, they might be buildings, it can even be a written document, a concept, a patent. It can be digital capital, it can be data. Whatever your asset is, you have a critical path set of assets. I want you to take some time this week and revisit that particular set of assets. It's likely it is a combination of various machines or documents or data sets. What I want to really get in your mind is the concept of staggering asset replacement. That's the takeaway this week. What we don't want to happen, especially with small business, is to have our major assets all need replacing at the exact same time. What you might actually consider is replacing of your key assets. Let's say you have 3. Take the one of the 3 that is actually the most worn, has the most hours or miles or time, whatever that attribute is upon it, and replace that one right now, even a bit before it's actually due to be done. What this enables you to do is then stagger the investment cycle and smooth your investment from your cash flow, from your profitable operations back into more growth initiatives and have a more net stable business. Here's what we know about assets. Every single asset destroys itself. It wears out. Maybe it's a machine. The bearings get old. Shafts have wear. Engines develop various problems, which I just can't take the time today to go into. Even if you have digital capital, maybe it's a patent, maybe it's particular intellectual capital, what happens with those assets is actually the market starts to create obsolescence. And before you know it, those assets don't carry the punch for creating margin that they used to. My recommendation today is for you to think hard about what your critical path assets are. A small group. Use Pareto's law, the 80-20 rule. What 20% of your assets are absolutely mission critical? I want you to think about making sure you design reinvestment in those assets, replacement of those assets, and maintenance of those assets in cycles that don't all hit your income statement at one time. We all can apply this pretty basic business school concept to our organizations. It matters just as much in service organizations as it might in our machine or factory-based or manufacturing-based organizations. In organizations that are service-based, sometimes the actual asset that happens hits our employee base. It's similar to intellectual capital, but it might be a skill set that needs updating. That's the way to look at your assets. So again, I want to emphasize the fact that mission critical assets, when they wear out, when you have to replace them, if you can come up with a technique, a calendar, whatever you can do to make that investment not hit your company all at once, is going to serve you very well in your future. With that, I hope you have an absolutely great week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I hope that what we've shared with you today will help you maximize your margin, optimize your teams, and rescue your time. Until next week, I wish you the very best week. It's time to get to work.